Hi, my name's Erin. It's good to see you and be with you again. I wanted to share a short video today about productivity and how we can make a meaningful impact in a world and in society that feels a little crazy sometimes, or like nothing's going right. Some situations now in certain places just seem bonkers, like we have no control. How can we make a meaningful impact? And especially with coming to the end of January, the first month of 2026, many people have a sense of intention or goals or resolutions, new habits that they want to be creating. And by the end of the first month, it is super common to feel like a failure or like we haven't gotten anything done that we set our minds to a month ago. So, what I want to share is that the pursuit of self realization or individuation, as Carl Jung put it, coming into a sense of wholeness or integration with the core of one's being or the essence of oneself, is the most potent gift of service that we can offer humanity. And the reason is because we are not separate. So it may seem that our bodies and our intellect and our lives and our cultures and our sex and our race, our religion divides us. But when it comes to our being itself, that is not divided. It is only an illusion of separation that seems to divide us. And we get caught living in the identity of all these surface layers. And when it comes down to it, we've heard that we all bleed the same blood, we all bleed the same color red, and we all have a heart, we all have organs. And more than that, more than what we share on a physical level, we share our being, and that really makes us inseparable. And the thing is that many of us growing up in a materialist paradigm, metaphysics, which says that we are all made of inanimate particles, matter, quarks, and bits that are random bits of material that don't have any real substance to them as far as consciousness goes, that consciousness is something extra that comes up as a late to the party after effects of matter. And we've been raised in the society that says this is really what we are, even if we have a spiritual background or we've grown up in a culture that has more of a tradition around what we are. We are spirit, or we are God's children. When we look at our bodies, it is so easy to see these dividing lines and say what they say must be true. We are separate. Living under that view, it is extremely isolating and sad and depressing, and it can feel like we really can't make much of a meaningful impact other than in what we produce and what we make and offer physically, how much money we acquire, how many things we collect, and how big of a family we can raise. When in truth, the biggest impact we can make is to remember the wholeness of our being. And once that happens, we actually change our field from one of defensive protection and fear to one of love and resonance with the love of being that is around us. I completely believe through what I've experienced of individuating and becoming more aware of the wholeness of being, that the field that you are, that is love, even when it's not consciously, mentally aware of it, it is resonating on a frequency of love. And in my knowing myself, my wholeness, recognizing and living with oneness more often, more of the time, I wouldn't say I am enlightened, or I don't even know what kind of word people use, but there's more of a sense of wholeness in my moment to moment living and less of a sense of separateness in my day-to-day experience. When living from that place, there is a field a vibration, a knowing of love that is so much more real than anything else in my experience, that when I meet others, I feel them as love as well, and I see a change in them. Even when we speak about the price of the groceries, even when we speak about the conditions of the road outside, it can be we don't even speak at all, and I can feel this resonance of love. So this is the proof I can say is that the biggest impact we can make upon our society is to find out, who am I really? What am I really made of? Am I separate atoms and particles, a product of randomness that really is nothing more than a pursuit to compete, survival of the fittest? Or am I something else that transcends what appears to be this physical manifestation, a certain age, a certain sex, a certain societal status, a certain nationality? Is that what I am? Or am I something beyond those limits? And I'll tell you that when actually finding the answers to this in a lived moment-to-moment experience, life feels more open and easy and peaceful, no matter what the headlines are. And we can be confronted with some really ugly outside circumstances and remain in a sense of serenity and remain confident in our being, which is love, and retract no love from people who aren't aware of this themselves. This is what I wanted to say. I want it to be a message of hope and also a message of confidence that this pursuit is more than just a good thing. It is the most impactful pursuit that we could offer to the world and to ourselves, and that the benefits are both far-reaching and intimately gratifying. So it's great to see you. If you're interested in having a conversation, I love to talk to people about these topics. You can reach out to me on wholenesswisdom.com. I'd also really love it if you would leave a comment if you're interested in self-realization, if you're on this path, or just subscribe to the channel and you can stay abreast of what I'm offering. So, okay, great to see you. Take care.